Namaskar, you are watching PM eVidya channels and NCERT's official YouTube channel. This is the time when we bring you the live telecast of SAHYOG session in which we talk about mental well-being and mental wellness of our adolescents, and this session belongs to class 6th to class 12th of students, but it is available, it is applicable for all of us. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, 21st century skills for students' holistic development. So this is the SAHYOG's topic today. You also can connect with us through the telephone number 8800440559, and also you can send us an email if you have any questions or queries, sahyog.ncert@ciet.nic.in. These are the coordinates of contact, and we have two panelists in this session. Professor Balaida R. Dakhar from Regional Institute of Education, Shillong, NCERT. Professor Balaida, namaskar and a very warm welcome in the session.
Yes, a very good evening to all the viewers and to you also, Dr. Rahul, and my doctor, and also Mrs. Angela.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
We have Miss R. Angela Hebziba. She is a practicing counselor. Welcome, Miss Angela, in this
thank you, sir.
session.
Thank you,
So
sir.
let's begin.
Thank you for inviting me to this platform, sir.
Yeah, sure. And let's begin this session without wasting a single second, because time is very precious for all the adolescents, those who are connected with us, those who are watching this live session. So Professor Balaida, why do we need 21st century skills for our learners, and what are the components of it? Would you please enlighten us?
Okay, very good evening to all the viewers once again. And thank you, Mr. Rahul, for the important and relevant question. To answer to your question on the need of 21st century skills, I would like to say here that the aim of education is not only for intellectual, mental, and cognitive development, but also in creating holistic individuals, which will equip them with the key 21st century skills. So with the aim of also preparing them for all-rounded learners, as NEP 2020 has also clearly stated. This means that we should we should aim for holistic development of the learners, and at the same time to equip them with 21st century skills. So here I would like to mention that even CBSE has developed a handbook on 21st century skills, with different strategies and activities to be taken up in developing students' holistic development. So I have also referred to this handbook. See here, with the onset of the 21st century, and without a doubt, we have witnessed an era of intense transformation in all areas. And recently, with the pandemic, students are facing lots of challenges, especially in coping with its impact. So in such a situation, different sets of skills is required, which will enable an individual to cope up and succeed in in facing the different challenges in today's in their day-to-day life or real life situations. So we need to equip our students with all these skills in order to bring about holistic development among them. So these these skills are called as or addressed as 21st century skills. So quickly, in a very simple words, when we say 21st century skills, it refers to the skills that are required to enable individuals to face the challenges of the 21st century. To make them active, to make them digitally transformed, collaboratively moving forward, to be creative, progressing creatively, seeking competent human resource, and quick in adapting changes. So briefly coming to the second part of the question, now the 21st century skills are broadly consist of three major skills. These are what we call the 3 L's. Namely, learning skills, life skills, and literacy skills. To be very short, learning skills are skills required for the acquisition of new knowledge. Then literary skills are skills that help in creating and gaining new knowledge. Through say reading, media and digital resources, and life skills, which includes skills required for successfully leading everyday life. Under learning skills, we have 4 C's: critical thinking, creativity, and innovation, collaboration and communication. And under literacy skills, we have what we call in short the IMT, which include information literacy, media literacy, and technology literacy. Lastly, on the life skills, we have FLIPS, F-L-I-P-S, FLIPS, which stands for flexibility, then adaptability, leadership and responsibility, initiative and self-direction, social and cross-cultural interaction. Thank you. This much from my side.
Thank you very much for sharing your information with us, your point of view on this important topic. Actually, this topic is very important because 21st century skills are mandatory for each and everyone nowadays. We live in the cyberspace, we use mobile phone, we use net banking, we use everything on one go in just a click. And of course, our education system is very updated nowadays, we can say. So the importance of teacher and the solution provider, becomes very important and very useful for the upliftment of the students' holistic development. So let's move ahead in this session. Miss Angela, how important is the 21st century skills for students? How important this for the students' holistic development?
Okay, so thank you, sir. So before beginning with the 21st century skills, I would like to narrate a small incident that happened in a school. For class 6, a geography teacher was teaching about climate change. So that when the teacher was teaching about climate change, she asked the students to imagine if in case the water level rises, what would happen if the earth is fully filled with water, what would happen to human beings? So this was her question. So immediately a child answered, maybe we will develop fins and gills to survive in that situation. So this is what is needed to, that is, we need to evolve and acquire the skills that is necessary for us to be successful in this century. So when we were in class, we have all come through school, college and everything. So when we were in school, we don't remember our grades, and we don't hardly try to remember our grades, what we got from class 1 to class 12 and even in our college. But when we say about our school days or college days, the exhibitions, the career exhibitions conducted in our school, or an excursion conducted in our school, or a travel that was taken up from, they took the students to a trip or something. All these things, when we are able to recollect. So from these experiences, we acquire a lot of skills. So the more skills we develop, the more through our experience, the more skills we develop through our experiences, the better human beings we are to be more successful. So coming to the 21st century skills, how to acquire these 21st century skills, and what are these 21st century skills? As Bala ma'am has already told, there are 3 skills: learning skill, literary skills and life skills. So under learning skills, we come across 4 C, that is the critical thinking and problem solving. So what is critical thinking? Critical thinking is the capability of objective analysis of information that includes the following qualities: fairness and open-mindedness. So to a situation given to a child in this particular century, the child must judge fairly, and he or she must be open-minded to accept the other's views also. Next is activeness and being informed. Then being independent, and the last is recognizing and assessing values, peer pressures and media influences. The first C. The second C is creativity. Creativity is the skills to explore and create fresh ways of thinking. So these include fluency. So through fluency, we can generate new ideas. Next is flexibility, and third one is originality, and next one is elaboration. Elaboration is building on others' ideas and taking them apart along with us. So next one we go to is collaboration. Collaboration is the ability to effectively work together with others. This skill is very important because we need to collaborate. So teamwork, nowadays we work together in a team, we work together. So we need to give our ideas as well as accept their ideas and work as a team without getting offended. The last one is, the last C, the fourth C is communication. Communication is the most important skill I would say, because today if the communication is effective, so many problems or anything gets solved so easily. So communication refers to the ability to express one's opinions, desires, needs, etc. So next we go to the literary skills. Under this we have information and media literacy. This skills involves the ability to access information, media and technology, to understand and critically evaluate different aspects of content and information and create and communicate effectively. The next one is leadership and responsibility. Leadership is the ability to lead a team. So a person must be willing. In a team there will be a bright child, a dull student, but to cooperate and collaborate everyone and be as a team leader is very, very important. So here this skill teaches a child how to support the development of key personal qualities such as perseverance, being committed and responsible, resilient and self-confidence. So the next one is life skills. So under life skills we go to flexibility and adaptability. Flexibility refers to a person's ability to change his actions and steps taken by him according to the new situation. So the next one we go for the initiation. Initiation skills involves the ability to begin a task independently. It helps the child to build his, her or her own path of development. Self-direction is a skill to work with integrity on self-motivation and take initiatives. The next is P, productivity. Productivity in the student can be understood as a fulfillment of any task within a given period of time. Nowadays we see children, many children, when we give a task, when we give a project, they try to, ask for more time according to their convenience. But this is also a skill, that is productivity, to finish a task in a given time. Accountably can be understood as feeling responsible. They must be responsible for their work and they should finish their work on time. Developing this skill, this productivity skill in a student helps him or her to work effectively and make them responsible for other peers by being accountable for their actions. The next one is social and cross-cultural interaction. There are the skills to communicate, work collaboratively and effectively in diverse social and cultural environments. So these are the most effective 21st century skills which a student must acquire during his or her school time.
Right. And I think they have to spend every minute wisely so that they may learn each and every minute. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, there are so many list of qualities that you have described in a very well way. So let's move ahead. I think we should have some practice. As a student, if I ask you this question, what are the activities to be taken up in helping students development of 21st century skills?
Activities like, since we were seeing about the skills that the student must develop, so how to use these skills as activities, how to incorporate these skills among and bring it among students to because every child is unique. So every child must acquire all the skills and be more successful. So here I have given few activities to develop in the 21st century. First one is impromptu debate. So impromptu debate, as we all know, is giving a topic at that moment to a child and making the child think and speak spontaneously at that moment. So this brings about creativity, communication, initiative, and critical thinking. So impromptu debates must be conducted in the school. Next one, dumb charades. Dumb charades is an indoor game which almost everybody likes it. So this dumb charades, as we have all played, we all sit in a group. We have our own thoughts. We put our thoughts. So this brings collaboration. To work with the team, communicating things effectively so that the other person understands, and being more creative. How creative we are bringing this songs or things at that moment. Next one is opposite talk day. This is a very interesting activity which can be practiced in the school. So whatever we say, it is just the opposite the other person has to do. This is a open talk day. Only for in a month it can be conducted for 1 day, or in a week it can be conducted for two hours or anything. This is very interesting, opposite talk day. So this will really make children think a lot, because one person says something and other person always has to think something opposite and tell. So this is a very beautiful, it is like a game, it is a beautiful activity. So this brings about creativity, communication, critical thinking. So next one we have is the project work. So project work, this can be divided into two. It can be given as individual projects as well as group projects. So group project again brings collaboration, because in a team we can see a bright student and a dull student, but to incorporate everyone together and then putting the ideas together and making everybody do, so this will bring about collaboration, social interaction, responsibility. Everybody has a responsibility to express or to do a small part in the project. And next one is, in this project work we saw about the teamwork, and next one is the individual project work. Individual project work, as we saw in the skills, it brings independency among the child, and also the time. The time limit. Within this time, the child has to finish. So this is productivity. So again, we see productivity in this project work. So collaboration, social interaction, and responsibility. This develops when we give projects individually as well as a team. So next one is the free time. So free time, as we all know how Newton found out the law of gravitation. The project was given to Newton and his friends. So in their free time, when they were sitting under an apple tree, when an apple fell, Newton and his friends, they became creative, and they started reasoning out that this is critical thinking. Why did the apple fall? So using their free time very productively to bring out the best for the work. So this is free time. So in the free time, to make things more creative, bringing critical thinking, social interaction, responsibility. So taking this Newton example, we can see that he was very creative. His invention was very creative. He had critical thinking, social interaction, that is, he was with his friends, and the responsibility that he had to finish his project in the given time. So all these things, if we adapt in schools, that is, if this is a regular activity given to students, the teachers, every teacher in a school, every teacher must develop these activities from childhood, so that everybody will start enjoying these activities, and without knowing, they will acquire all these skills. If we say we have to acquire these skills, it is very difficult, but through activities where everybody can attain these skills.
Right. Free time is not a waste time. It is equally precious for everyone. So it must be spent, wisely. We should use it wisely. I think we find this from your this content, as you rightly mentioned everything in detail. Thank you very much, Ms. Angela, for this content. So Professor Balaida would like to ask you the concluding remarks, as we have hardly 4 minutes in this session.
Okay, to sum up, I will just like to say here that it is high time to not only teach but equip our students with these 21st century skills, which we have just discussed, and so that we are we will be preparing students to be able to analyze the information objectively, so that they'll be able to explore and create fresh ways of thinking, effectively work together with others to express one's opinion, desires, needs, apprehension, appropriately, to understand and critically evaluate different aspects of information, then to be able to, to change actions and steps according to situation, and to be able to, to learn, to lead a team, teamwork, and be capable of effective team management in relation to real world challenges, and to be able to begin a task independently, skills to communicate, not only to communicate but to converse also, work collaboratively and effectively in diverse, social and cultural environments. So I would just like to say that the 21st century skills are the, the skills that are required by an individual for their holistic development, so that they can contribute to the progress and development of the society, a nation in particular, and world as a whole. So with these few words, I hope that, we will be able to really implement and to really equip our students with these 21st centuries for holistic, for their holistic development. Thank you.
Right. And I think we have now 4 C's for the students of our, as our viewers. We have communication, creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration. Everything is important, and it comes under the holistic development of approach. And every school we can see such, changes. And as you rightly mentioned, if we change, if we opt some changes positively, so we will bring some change, positive change in the society as well. Thank you very much, Professor Balaida. You have taken out time for this session, and you have shared all your views with us on this important topic. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you once again. Thank you.
And we also would like to thank Ms. R. Angela Hebziba for your content and for your experiences as you shared with us through these slides and the content in this important topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bala.
Thank you for your participation. Yes, thank you for your participation, and this Sahyog session comes to an end now, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned with PM eVidya channels and NCERT's official YouTube channel for our daily live sessions on various topics. Keep watching. Namaskar.